Big day today. A lot of stuff to do. Just want to check in with the people. Trying to be more active on the streams, connect with the people more, but time zones are a bit strange, and I hate getting up in the morning and hopping on the stream and being social. Prefer to spend my mornings just walking around, being in my own head, eating my breakfast, not talking to anybody. Even when my friends are around, I'm just like, yeah, like leave me alone. But yeah, I'm trying to be more active. So it's noon here. I'm almost noon in Japan. I guess back in the States, probably got your evening going on. So what's up, y'all? What up, wise guy? Wise guy 99 says, "Yeah, what's up, bro? Just trying to see what the people are up to. Trying to check in with y'all. How's everyone's life going on? How's everyone's life going on? Does that make sense? How's everyone's life going? Tidying up my place a little bit. You guys like my setup? Here it is. This is where I sleep. Up here on the loft bed. This is the move for Japan. You got to get a loft bed. Saves you so much space in your apartment. Ima, tada nonbiri shitete ii yo. What up, bro? What up, wise guy 99? Are you actually Japanese, bro? Or are you just practicing your Japanese? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm trying to do some more like live streams and just be active with the people. So, if there are any interesting stream ideas or like something you want me to talk about on stream, I got you guys. Just kind of let me know what the vibe is like. I'm definitely not going to be one of those guys out in the public all the time streaming though, because that sucks. I feel like it really quickly devolves into people just doing the most obnoxious shit on camera to try to get people to their stream. So I'm not going to do that. More just like hanging out, talking, answering questions. So, what's going on? That's right. That's right. Kanada-jin desu. What up, bro? Yo. Arigato. どうもおじいさん30歳ってこんな感じ? That's right. What's up, Darbaki? 君はまだ MMA トレーニング続けているの? 続けてますよ。続けてますよ。I haven't been training like every day, but yeah, just casually. I mean, I've never been like a serious MMA guy. Like I'm not at every single practice, always sparring and all of that. I'm just there a couple times a week, casual guy. So hope you guys don't think I'm like a big tough guy. That's not my vibe at all. But yeah, I'm always training. Less grappling. I prefer to strike. I'm just better at it. And it also, like, when the striking classes are at my gym, it kind of aligns with my schedule better. Also, I know this sounds like such a weenie excuse, but I have really, really bad sensitive skin. And every time I grapple, I get, like, crazy breakouts all over my body, like my arms, my legs, and everything. So, I mean, I bought a rash guard recently, so that ought to help, but I've kind of avoided grappling in the past because of that. I do mostly striking. 最近のデートなんかいい話ありますか? I'm not gonna. I don't have interesting date. I don't have interesting date questions, bro. Or what do you say? Or interesting date stories? No, not really. Maybe some old ones from the past, but hold on. What's going on here? Give me a moment. Is everyone messaging me in Japanese? Or am I getting like an automatic translator? Because I haven't gotten a single English message. I'm like, what's going on? Is there like some automatic like Japanese English translation? What's going on here? Weird. the hell? How do I change it back? That's alright, I'll just respond in English. No, I don't have any interesting date stories recently. I'm in a loving, kind relationship. Nothing really incredible about it. Thanks for asking, though, bro. If I do have any interesting stories that I remember from the past, maybe I'll tell them on stream. Or maybe in a video soon. Yo, alright, bet. There's like some type of like automatic translation features on my phone. I've never seen this before, where all the comments are in Japanese. That's fine. I'll just respond in English. Yeah. 自動翻訳です。自動翻訳。You guys must think I'm like some crazy player. I get these questions all the time, like, tell us more obnoxious, crazy date stories from Japan, dude. Bro, I mean, I've had some, but it's not like I've already. What have I told? Like 3, 4, 5 stories on the channel. How many do you guys think I have? I'm not one of those players who has like 100 dating stories. I just got a couple from here and there. And that's really it. So what's going on here? How do I change this? Bro, this shit's fucking annoying. Whatever. Yeah. Hold up. I might have to get out of here because now I can't even see the chat at all. What am I writing on the whiteboard? What up, Sneed Feed? Just some notes, guys, about some things I should focus on. Some kind of like not goals, but just some daily reminders. These are some things that I wrote right here about just like content creation stuff and staying consistent with it. It says cut costs, less money on eating out, less money on having fun. Save your money more because I've been spending too much money lately. It says optimize your time better. The two main things that I don't optimize on time are sometimes I doom scroll and then also eating. I eat for way too, like I'm a slow ass eater. And I also watch YouTube or something like that whenever I'm eating. And then I usually finish my meal and then I sit there for like another 10 minutes and scroll or something like that. So optimize my time better. Divide up my time. So research, learn, take notes at a specific time and do that. And then enjoy content at a different time. Because I do this thing where I'm like, well, I'm just going to learn all the time. And I'm just walking around, going to the gym, doing whatever, but I'm listening to podcasts and audiobooks. And I feel like I'm not even taking that much information in. So instead, like, split up my time. Stick to one thing. Yeah. Get better at studying yourself. Improve and repeat. Study yourself, improve, repeat, and then do not change until I've hit some goals. Yeah, and then this other one is just like some YouTube reminders that I have for like my content, what makes my content strong, and to stay on that. The Tyler collaboration. Well, we don't have any other plans to collaborate necessarily. I mean, it wasn't much of a collaboration necessarily. It's more like him inviting me to be part of his video. I mean, I guess it was because I reached out to him and like I was like, "Yo, let's do this thing." But yeah, if he's in Japan again, sure. I mean, we're more or less in touch. I mean, we're not like best buddies or anything like that, but like we had a good time. We became buddies, so I don't know. I guess here and there we exchange messages. So who knows? Maybe in the future I'll do another video with him. Maybe we'll get into something, man. Who knows what the future holds? It's upside down. My stream is. Oh, you're talking. Oh, it's backwards. Yeah, I'm aware. Old James. Yeah, maybe. We'll see about that. True, I still feel young. Maybe that's cope. Maybe that's cope. I feel like I look young, I act young, I feel young. Might as well still be young James, but that's okay. Well, I mean, come on, let's be honest. We got way older rappers still calling themselves young. Young Jock, isn't that a rapper? Young, I don't know. I don't listen to rap. 26 years old, bro. You unk, bro. You old status. Without going to Japan, is it possible to pass the N2? Well, yeah, without a doubt. Not even I mean, yeah. Like you shouldn't even be asking me that. It's very possible. Is it easy necessarily? I wouldn't say easy, but like, bro, you can definitely do it, man. Like, yeah. I'm like, I know I'm gonna come off like like super high standards and like an asshole to people here, but you can pass the N2. Like, it's really not that difficult, bro. Like, especially if you're just studying for the JLPT, you can do it. It's just that most people studying Japanese aren't seriously language learning. They're not actually taking it very seriously at all. They're just like kind of going about it here and there, a couple minutes a week or something like that, doing Duolingo. Like, if you actually took it seriously, N2 is really not that hard, dude. I don't know Slightly Homeless. I don't know. What kind of content does he have? Do I have a plan for a career in Japan? Um, I mean, potentially. I'm not necessarily planning to work in Japan. You don't get paid nearly as much as you do in the States. Also, the working conditions tend to be much worse. So, probably not. But maybe. I mean, I'm going to be looking around in the next few months. I'm finishing university here in the next couple months, and I'm going to be looking around at different jobs. So, potentially, probably something with business, not IT, nothing like that. Probably something with business. The ads make me laugh. Yo, what up, Victor Rodriguez? Japan is great, bro. Japan is wonderful. Um, yeah, I love it here. I'm happy here, but it's not so great that I'm like gonna stay here forever. You know what I'm saying? It's not perfect, but I do love Japan. Yeah. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Are you guys like trying to live in Japan? Who are these people? Are you guys trying to live here? Are you guys trying to visit? We got language school students here. It sucks because there are these two factions of people. You know, on one side you have the people that think Japan's perfect, and on the other side you have the people that hate Japan for whatever reason. So it's like no matter what I say, I'm pissing somebody off. But you know, because I'm the only one that's gonna tell you like real as hell. I mean, because basically people build audiences off of being one of the two, being the oh my gosh, this is incredible, Japan's the best person, or being the person who's like, this is the dark side of Japan. Actually, things you may not know about Japan. 10 reasons why you would hate Japan. And then they make all their content about that, and it's like all of their followers are people who tried to live in Japan or something, and they have some type of preconceived notion about Japan, whatever, being racist or being exclusive, and then they hate it, and like that's all their followers. So they're not going to make other videos saying, well, actually Japan's pretty great, because then all their followers stop watching. And same thing works in the other direction. So I mean, as unfortunately, I don't want to ride the fence, but the answer is somewhere in the middle, guys. Japan's dope country, great place, but you're fooling yourself if you think it's perfect or you think it's going to be the answer to all your problems, really. Weird. I just pull up the stream on my other phone, and I got two phones. 'Cause I'm a drug dealer, right? I pull up the other stream on my other phone, though, and yeah, all these comments are in English. Weird. I don't know how this happened. I'm getting like only Japanese comments. I thought everyone was just speaking to me in Japanese. So maybe it's the time. Maybe it's just the time that I'm logging on. What's the deal with the whole hatred of hatred of foreigners supposedly going on over there on the rise? You're spending too much time on the internet, or you just, I mean, you don't live in Japan, so you're just only seeing what's on the internet. I mean, that's not. There is no hatred of foreigners going on in Japan. It's a country that's like 97% Japanese people, so naturally they're going to be a little bit wary of people who aren't like them. So yeah, I mean, they are exclusive here. They like their own people, they like their own kind, but there is no widespread hatred of foreigners going on in Japan. There are also a lot of dumb foreigners here doing a lot of dumb shit. So there is no widespread hatred of foreigners going on in Japan. ネイティブのように日本語を話せることができますか？いや、できないですよ。日本語を一応話すことはできますけど、すごい早く話せるわけじゃないですよ。My Japanese is not great, guys. It's decent, but I'm not one of those Japanese experts that you would see on YouTube talking like a native. Not at all. I just got back from visiting Japan last week from London. I want to go back. I've been checking out career roles in my field. It's pretty limited unless you have high level in Japanese. That's correct. Also, dude, they don't pay much here. Like the average salary in Japan is like 30K USD, which is like half of what it is in America. It's like really, really low. And maybe that's fine if you just plan to live in Japan for the rest of your life. You never want to go anywhere. But if you want to be visiting home all the time, if you want to be traveling the world, it's tough, man. It's tough. There is no hate of normal foreigners. That's right. Tokyo Ted says. Troublemakers, that's another story. Yep, I would agree. What do you think of Takaichi, the prime minister? I don't really have much of an opinion about her. I see some things from her. I see other things from her. It's hard to know what's real. Yeah, I don't know. Seems all right, I guess. I don't know. I don't follow it super closely. I don't like. I'm also not like super involved in politics, guys. Starting to think politics is gesture, to be honest, as Clavicular would say. Not that I don't have political opinions. I have plenty of political opinions. But like getting super involved in it and arguing with people and ranting about politics on Twitter, like it's not changing anybody's mind. It's just causing you to cortisol spike. Some people would say, well, you're shifting the Overton window. I don't know. Are you? Or are you just speaking into an echo chamber and also like pissing yourself off and pissing a lot of other people off? I feel like there are better ways to spend your energy. If you want to, really change the world and even, in turn, maybe change the political leanings of the world, there are other ways to do it that are more influential, I think, than actually directly talking about politics and facts of the government or the economy. Something like inspiring people to get out of their comfort zone, go to the gym, things like that. It's much easier to talk somebody into going to the gym or making a small change in their life that would, in turn down the road, lead them to challenge their own opinions and to change their personality and look at the world in a different way than it is to just sit across the couch or across the table from somebody and change their mind about politics through giving them facts. I'm from Fukuoka in Japan. Yo, shout out Fukuoka. I want to go to Fukuoka sometime, definitely. Very diplomatic. Probably good to not be super involved when you're a guest in another country. Wish more people were like that. Yeah, I mean, that's another reason why I'm not like I have a lot of bad opinions about Japan. Like there are a lot of rants that honestly, like I've wanted to make about Japan. Obviously not about the country as a whole. Like everything in Japan is terrible or anything like that. But, there are things here that really I don't think are okay and that I don't agree with, and they really conflict with my personality and my views. And I've thought about like, man, I kind of want to make this video because this is just it's bugging me. It's something stressing me, but I haven't done it because once again, it's like although obviously I believe that my concerns are valid, it's like I'm a guest here in this country. I should just be thankful for what I have, thankful for the opportunity they're giving me, and like instead of going out and being like, "What? Can you believe this? This is what Japan is like." It's like I don't know. That just feels rude and yeah, way out of place. So maybe down the road, sometime in the future, when I go back to the states or something like that, I'll be a little bit more transparent about some instances, some things that have bugged me about Japan. But like right now, it's just like I don't know. Feels weird to be talking shit or bringing up complaints about a country that's housing me, or not housing me, not giving me money or anything like that, but allowing me to live here. Would you be willing to take an IQ test on stream right now? Don't IQ tests take like a really long time? I heard they take like a real IQ test, like a Ravens matrices. They take like an hour or two or something like that. I've thought about this before though. I've thought, would I actually take an IQ test if I didn't have to, but I just had the opportunity? And I don't think I would. And the reason is, either way, I'm fucked kind of. Because if it goes really well, then I'm sitting here thinking, wow, like I have a high IQ. I'm pretty smart. And then like, what do I do with that? Just brag to people, just smell my own farts and talk about how great I am. And if it goes poorly, then I'm probably going to be in my head the whole time thinking, wow, oh my gosh, I'm not as smart as I thought I was. Actually, I'm dumb. I'm going to be putting all these limits on myself. So, no, I don't think I ever would take an IQ test. Unless, like, for some reason I had to, I don't know, for a job or something like that. I'm confident that I have like a decently high IQ, like above average at least. So if for I think this is illegal, but I've thought about this before. If like a job was like I really wanted to work at a job and they're like, we're not even going to interview you, we just want you to take this IQ test, then yeah, of course I would do it. But like just for the sake of me knowing my IQ, like no, it's I don't really think that's productive. I guess I could take it and tell like whoever's like if I was gonna do a job or something like that, like don't tell me the result. Like I just want you guys to know, and then you can decide from there what to do with that. For science, I'm 132, 133. Don't remember, but I'm a complete failure, which I'm fine with. All right, hey, cool. Well, congratulations, bro. What did you get on the ACT? I got like why does it even matter? I got a 31 on the ACT. Greetings from Kichijoji, James. Damn, nice day here in Tokyo today. Enjoy, brother. Yo, shout out to Dave Snake. Love Kichijoji. Beautiful area of the city, bro. Shout out to you. Hope you're having a good day, Dave. Do you still see your mates from the old ramen shop? What up, John? Thank you, bro. No, I don't see my mates from the ramen shop. I didn't really have any mates there. My boss is pretty cool. Very occasionally, I'll like exchange a line message with him from the ramen shop, but no, it wasn't the ramen shop where I had like a lot of homies. That was a different restaurant. And yes, I do still see those people. I'm actually seeing them Friday. We're having a little hangout Friday night. I'm going to Chicago soon for a work thing. Any restaurants or spots you recommend? Ooh, good question. Yeah, it depends what your budget is, man. Chicago, great food city. If you want an incredible burger in Chicago, you should go to Red Hot Ranch. Red Hot Ranch, pretty easy to remember, right? I believe there are 2 locations, but that's the best um, low price burger in Chicago for sure. Red Hot Ranch is incredible, incredible burger. Just get the classic burger or the double or whatever, and it comes with fries. It's fire. Another, like if you're trying to spend money, like if you actually want to spend money in Chicago, like you got money. Um, I don't know. Maple and Ash is a fun restaurant. I've been there. That's a good place downtown. Yeah. There's a place called uh, Carnicieras Guanajuato in the city. A grocery store, like a Mexican grocery store. I believe it's Carnicieras or Carnicerias, something like that. Guanajuato. The tacos there are incredible. Highly recommend those tacos. I'll be studying abroad in Fukuoka Prefecture for a year. Do you have any recs? Do I have any recs? Unfortunately, I've never been there, bro. Sounds cool, though. Congrats on your study abroad. Enjoy. Have a good time, my guy. I would love to go to Fukuoka. Ram Ranch, Red Hot Ranch. REDHOT RANCH. Red Hot Ranch. The best budget burger in Chicago. It's so fire, guys. It's a smash burger. It's so good. It's like a really little hole in the wall, salt of the earth people type place. Like it's just like construction workers eating there and stuff. It's not one of those uppity poppy schmoozy places. Italian beef or deep dish pizza? Tough question. What do you guys think? Italian beef or deep dish pizza? I gotta go with deep dish. I love both. Yes. But yeah, deep dish is so gas. Deep dish is so good. I love deep dish. Are there any attempts to correct what's going on in Kabukicho? I don't know how prevalent it is, but I recently seen the Oliveira video after watching your video on what happened to you. Little Scar Kid, thank you for asking. Thanks for following up. Thanks for watching the video. No, there haven't been any attempts, as far as I know, to like really deal with it. They're just kind of letting it happen. They don't really want to get too involved. They don't want to cause a stir, from what I understand. Obviously, I'm trying to still bring attention to it, but I've talked to a few different people, foreigners, Japanese, locals, and yeah, I've talked to even like a kind of like a private investigator here, and they said basically there's nothing you can do legally about it, which sucks. Like the Japanese government isn't going to do anything. They don't want to do anything. So everyone's game plan is just bring as much attention to it as possible, and that's really all we can do. And just hope nobody gets scammed, and hope like we kind of just run them out of business through them not having any customers, nobody following them. But I mean, have you been to Kabukicho? Have you been around in Tokyo? You know how many foreigners are here? How many tourists are here every single day? Like thousands and thousands. You think every single one of them is seeing our videos and being like, spreading the word? No, like people are getting ripped off all the time. And all it takes is one or two people a night to drain someone's credit card, get a couple $1,000s off of it. One of my favorite videos of yours was when you sat at the park and they told the story of a crazy meetup you had. Yeah, it's a funny video. I loved making that video. It was a terrible experience though. I'm glad you're laughing at my misery. Any chance we get that type of video again? Of course, yeah. I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'll definitely make a video like that if I have a story. It's just like that's probably the best story I can think of that I've had in my life. I mean, I can tell other stories like that, but they're just not nearly as interesting. But if you want me to just go to the park and tell a story, I can do it. But yeah, that story was a special one. What up, fictional wisdom? Sup, James? Mind if I ask what visa you're on currently? I'm a student, bro. I'm a student. I'm on a student visa. University student. Yeah, paranoid about renewing visa after it expires. Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, I'm paranoid about it as well. We'll see what happens. I might have to go back to the States, but it is what it is, bro. You got to be on your feet. You got to be agile. You got to be nimble. You got to be ready to move at the drop of a pin. Does that make sense? I'm moving wherever there are basically no. All right. Your delivery and storytelling is one of one. Thanks, John Green. I appreciate it. Yes, I'll be telling more stories like that. I have a couple ideas of some stories. Like I have got 3 or 4 stories that I've had in my head that I could tell that are interesting to me. They're definitely interesting stories to me, but I'm just like, when I think about it, I'm not sure if it's that interesting of a story for other people. But if you want me to do that storytelling vibe where I'm sitting in the park with my GoPro just set up and I'm just talking to my GoPro, just like you're hanging out with me, I can do that. I'm just not sure that I have any stories that are that good. But I've got a couple. I got a couple. Are you trying to stay in Japan till you're old? Says Will. No, 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 no. Not trying to stay here for very long, to be honest. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, John. You know what? I will. I'll definitely film some of those videos then, bro. I appreciate you being interested. Yes, I will, man. If you consider joining an English startup company in Japan to avoid the traditional Japanese company. All right. Here's the thing, man. I'm gonna try to be polite as possible. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're concerned. Everyone, I'm really glad that you're concerned about what I'm going to do and you're trying to help me find options in Japan. You're trying to help me figure out what I'm going to do with my visa. I'm really genuinely thankful that you want to help, and that's great. Let me say this though. You watch my stream for 30 minutes one time a week or something, and you think you have better ideas about my future than me. Now, not to say that I know everything, but I live as me 24 hours a day, 365 days a year in Japan. Believe me, I've thought about working at foreign companies in Japan. I've thought about going back to the US. I've thought about working at Japanese companies in Japan. I've thought about all the different types of visas. I have countless friends here on all types of different visas. I have native friends here who can get me jobs. Believe me, I've thought about it. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're trying to help, but it's like I'll never forget. It's like I have like the worst allergies in the world. I have terrible allergies. I'm allergic to so many things, and I have the worst symptoms. And I was at work one day, and I was sneezing, and this girl comes up to me, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, do you have allergies?" I was like, "Yeah, it's just terrible allergies." And she goes, "Wow, you should try getting on medication." Wow, thank you so much. I have allergies that I deal with every single day, and I've never thought of that. Thank you for enlightening me. I'm curious, how come you don't want to stay in Japan long term after such a commitment to learning Japanese? I mean, I have a bunch of friends who speak Japanese. I plan to live in Japan. Or not live in Japan. I plan to visit Japan plenty of times until I'm dead. Of course, I don't want to stop learning Japanese now. I also I enjoy language learning. I think it's fun. I think it's awesome. I think it's good for your brain. So those are plenty of reasons why I want to continue studying Japanese. It's just part of my life. Like I have so many Japanese friends who don't speak English, so like I wouldn't give it up now. But also, dude, Japan's great, but guys, like I know if you don't live here, or if you've, especially if you've never even visited Japan. Actually, if you visited Japan, you might have an even more warped view of what Japan's like because you just visited as an outsider. But if you haven't lived here, man, like I feel for you because you just don't know. You just don't know. And I was that guy as well who thought like, dude, this is a dreamland. What are you talking about? You don't want to live in Japan forever. It's not. It's great. It's a great country, but it's not the answer to all your problems. It's not really like the best place in the world. It doesn't, especially for my personality. It's not really for me long term. Um, Exo Charles says you can like Japan and still choose to not live there. Yeah, of course, dude. Yeah, totally. If you had basically infinite money, would you stay there for the rest of your life? You barely saw Japan as a whole. I've seen a lot of Japan. I've traveled all around. And no, I would not if I had infinite money. I would not. It's not, I mean, the money is a part of it. The money's a part of it. But the social expectations, the cultural rules, the way that the values here don't really align with mine. Obviously they align with mine better than 90+% of the world, but I'm American, dude. I'm American at heart. So, freedom, baby. What do you think the odds are McGregor beats Max Holloway? Dude, crazy fight. I didn't even know that. I forgot that fight was happening. The odds are that McGregor beats Max Holloway. Sure. I think he's got a chance. I think he's got a chance, dude. He's a lot bigger. He's like McGregor's. I mean, I'm sure he's old. I'm sure he's not going to be in his prime, but he's a lot bigger. He hits super hard. The odds, I say 20% McGregor, 80% Holloway, or maybe 30% McGregor, 70% Holloway, something like that. Thanks for bringing the perspective, young James. What up, Cozy Cafe couple? Cute name. I also really enjoy spending time in Japan, but I can't imagine living there full time, playing life on hard mode. Yeah, totally. I mean, that's just one aspect of it, dude. It's like I'm try to get an apartment here, and like half the places, or more than like 75% of places, won't even talk to me because I'm a foreigner. And that's how they want to run their country, and it's fine by me. I'm not going to tell them to change it. But same thing like getting jobs here, trying to do thing A, B, or C. It's like a lot of places don't want to talk to you if you're not Japanese. And hey, I'm not going to be sitting here and be angry about it and ask them to change. It's like I'm going to go somewhere where I can max out my stats. And it's not Japan's like the safe option. Like you're not going to live around gunshots and worry about violence and all of that. You can live life kind of on easy mode if you just want to be on easy mode for your whole life. But if you want to like really, really spread your wings and you really want to achieve something, which is like I have really high aspirations for my life. For me, being a white guy in Japan, a foreigner, like it's just not not the best place to do that. I'm not married to a Japanese woman, no. Do you have a good idea when you'll probably be leaving Japan? Also, what is the reason you want to leave soon? Yo, bro, I appreciate you asking the question, but I've already had this question like 4 times in this stream, and I answer it like 5 to 10 times every single stream I do. I don't know. I might be leaving Japan in the next few months. It might be the next couple years. Ideally, it would be a couple more years because I really do like Japan. I want to spend a little more time here, but it might even be in the next few months. And it's just not for me long term. So, not for my personality so much. Any good BJJ schools over there? Yeah, plenty. There's specifically a BJJ school called Axis that a couple of my friends attend, and apparently it's pretty legit. Like it's super legit. There's also a school in Higashi Nakano where I forget his name, but there's a professional like MMA fighter or grappler who's the instructor there, and it's really legit as well. Yeah, there are a lot of BJJ schools here that are really legit. How's Yuki these days? Don't know who Yuki is. Is that like who is Yuki? Is that I don't know who Yuki is. Oh, is that guy? Wait, are you talking about that guy from the kickboxing gym who got kicked in the head? I don't even. Yeah. I don't know if that's who you're talking about. I don't know. I haven't heard from him. I haven't seen that dude, bro. I literally haven't seen that dude since he got kicked in the head. I've lived in the middle of Tokyo for 4 years, not far from where James lives. Gotta say, living on the outskirts of Tokyo is much nicer. Cool, bro. Yeah, it might be. Yeah. Yeah, I've thought that too. If I am going to live here long term, I'd like to get away from kind of the hustle and bustle of the downtown. Yeah, Yuki got busted up at the kickboxing gym. Yep. Oh, yeah. That Yuki. Yeah, bro. That dude got kicked in the head, got a huge cut over his eyebrow, was leaking. Super weird, and I never saw him again. I don't think I ever saw him again, yeah. I don't think he ever went back to the kickboxing gym. I mean, I don't blame him. Like, nobody helped him. He kind of got into a fight there. Like, yeah. Haven't seen that dude ever again. As foreigners, we really are at the bottom of society. People who don't mind that can stay for a long time, Exo Charles says. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, totally. Obviously, you can climb the ladder definitely as a foreigner. Like you can be something. You don't have to be actually at the bottom of society, but like as the default, you are kind of at this bottom. You're playing on extra hard mode as a foreigner in Japan, and then it's like you have to do all this extra stuff, and yeah, it's not the most not the most free way to live being a foreigner in Japan at all. I take it over 99% of places in the world though, but yeah. But when my alternative is America, no, no, I wouldn't take it over America. What do you think about Mona Kimura? Is that kickboxer? That kickboxer who's been popular lately? I think that's who that is, right? I don't know. Seems legit. Seems legit. I don't know. You watched the Inoue fights? I did not. I don't watch boxing super often. I kind of just like follow the results occasionally, but I don't really watch boxing too much. Bro says I love Japanese women, but these girls testing my patience. Tell us more, brother. How are these girls testing your patience? I mean, they look great, but bro, they are a headache. I'll just say that. What's the general sentiment regarding foreigners right now in Japan? Same as far as I can tell, same as it's always been. It's like, it's not particularly terrible, but it's also like, dude, this is Japan. We're 97, 98% Japanese. We take care of our own people. We prioritize our own people. The foreigners, like, if you're going to be here and you're going to contribute, like, that's fine. But we don't really want you here. Kind of, even if you're going to be here, kind of stick to your own, kind of stay out of our business type thing. It's like, it's not really aggressive. Like, they don't hate foreigners, but definitely they prefer to stick to their own. These girls' attention span's so short. Oh my God. Bro, you need to keep their attention better then. The sad thing is that most of these foreigners who have been here for more than 10 years have never raised the ladder of society. Yeah, true. True. A lot of foreigners here just getting by. Kind of they're happy to just do the bare minimum, just enjoy kind of like the cheap healthcare in Japan, the safety, which is all great, but they like don't have any desire to grow, to challenge themselves, to do anything very difficult, to raise the bar in any sense. You gonna watch Backrooms? Didn't think about it. I don't know. Sounds cool. I guess that's that movie, right? That A24 movie. Sure, why not? When you think you find a Hime-sama, she married and can't see you no more. Yeah, definitely. I mean, these girls play a lot of games out here, man. It's up to you to figure out how to read them. I know it's not easy though. Chill with any Sheldons lately? Nah, I don't chill with Sheldons, bro. I'm protecting my energy, really. Hey, we got a new member, Disciples of the Corn. Welcome for being a member. You might be my first YouTube member, dude. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you, bro. Disciples of the Corn. We got our first YouTube member, guys. I got my first members only video dropping in a day or two. Actually, it might have dropped right now, did I literally just post it? Yeah. That I'm going to be doing some members only lives as well. The YouTube game has changed, man. It sucks. Kind of hate to do it to the people, be like paywall and content, but if you want to make any money on YouTube, the game has changed a lot, man. Yeah, long form content doesn't do nearly as well as it used to. It's all about the shorts game, and the shorts game just doesn't pay. Shorts game doesn't pay, man. So you're like posting all these shorts, and those do all right. Those do well, but long form content doesn't do nearly as much as it used to. So you have to figure out a different way to get some money. So he couldn't speak Japanese. Japan really good for fun. These girls fun, but I don't think anything serious can be found out here. You could find something serious out here, but generally, yeah. Generally, you're right. I would agree. I mean, a lot better for fun. For 95% of foreign guys, I would say don't look for anything serious in Japan. You're not going to find it. You're going to waste your time. You're going to get played. You're not going to know what's going on. It's going to be a bunch of headaches. And also, like, the cultural gap is just so big. even if you find a girl that's nice and like you really have your best intentions, she's not trying to play you at all. Dude, the cultural gap between your country and Japan is so large. You're gonna run into so many issues trying to figure out who's gonna live in the other person's country. And then if you live there, it's like, all right, well, are we ever gonna see our family again? Who's gonna learn the other language? Are you gonna learn each other's languages? There are gonna be so many cultural differences that cause issues in your relationships. It's just like it's really not something that I would recommend. Now, if you're like that 5% of guys or whatever who is really really locked in and you really enjoy a challenge and you're really willing to put in that work to become like really fluent in the other person's language, and also dating and you've found a girl who's not going to play you and she's going to be willing to learn your culture and maybe uproot her life and move to your country and she's going to be willing to learn your language fluently, all right, like it can work. It can work. But for most guys coming out here, I just wouldn't recommend it, bro. What's your dream job if you could choose anything? Yo, Hero of Sino, thanks for tuning in, bro. I know you've tuned into a lot of the streams recently. Shout out, bro. My dream job, I would just continue doing what I'm doing right now. I love creating content. I love talking to the homies. I don't like talking to people in general, but I like talking to people who fuck with what I'm putting out and are kind of on the same wavelength that I am. So I would just do this if I had enough income from the YouTube and content creation. Yeah, I would just do this full time, man. I love doing it. I really do. But unfortunately, it's really tough to make it, just on your own here as a creator. But I'm trying. Still gonna do it on the side regardless. Have you completely quit gaming? You mentioned you played Apex. Yes, I have completely quit gaming besides like once a year, like once every 6 months when I have a rest day and I've been working super, super hard. I get on that, what's it called? Kingdom Rush Tower Defense because it's easy, it's simple, and you can just play on your own on the computer. Sometimes I play that. But no, dude, I don't game. It's just so much of a time sink. Some people, hey, maybe you can be the gamer who just plays like 1 hour a day and like that's fine. But I feel like I have an addictive personality, guys. If I like get into gaming, like I'm not I'm not the guy who's gonna play for 30 minutes to an hour. Like I'm on there all day. And then I get off and it's like seriously like a really, really unhealthy relationship that I used to have with Apex. Because I remember thinking I never felt good after I finished playing. Even when I played well and I like got a bunch of dubs, I never felt good. I always was like, wow, that's terrible. I'm never doing that again. You guys know that feeling, right? It's like that post nut clarity after you just watch some really disgusting corn and you're like, why did I watch that? It was weird. Why did I watch that? It's post nut clarity and you're like, I'm never doing that again. I don't do drugs, I don't drink, but this is like what people say after they get wasted and then they're hungover for a day. They're like, I'm never drinking again. That was a terrible feeling. I'm not gonna like. Why did I do that? And then something leads you into doing it again, and then you're upset with yourself again. It's just this terrible cycle. That's actually how I felt playing video games. It was like, wow, I just wasted so much time. I feel mentally fucked up. I feel like my back's hurting from sitting in the chair all day. My eyes hurt. My brain hurts. I don't ever want to do that again. And then I wake up the next day or whatever, and I'm like, damn, I really just want to play some video games right now. Fuck. And I'm like, I told myself yesterday I would never do that again. Okay, I'm gonna play some video games, and then I do, and I just like hate myself for it. It's like terrible. What are the big things you mentioned you wanting to do? Big things. I want to be free. I want to have a lot of land. I want to have a lot of space. I want to have a big house. I want to have low taxes. I want to continually grow my business and not be worried about constantly, well, I'm a foreigner. I can't do this. I can't do that. I have to get permission all the time. I want to be able to live a life where I know that I can defend myself and it's not going to be a crime. In Japan, like they don't really have self-defense isn't really a thing. Like you can get in a lot of trouble for defending yourself. You're just told if you're attacked by somebody to just run away. Like don't defend yourself. Like I don't want to live in a place like that. It's all about the government. It's all about looking up at Big Brother, having them protect you all the time. It's like you cannot be your own person here. Are you still together with your girl? Had the feeling you really loved her. Yeah, bro. I'm in a great, loving relationship with a lady. Yeah, it was a great lady. That's right. Dave Snake says, agreed, James. Another BS rule they have here. Yeah, you're not allowed to stand up for yourself here. Whether it's in the workplace, whether it's just in society, like in the eye of the law, whether it's like in a social circle, like standing up for yourself isn't a thing. And I just that goes against like everything I preach, everything I my entire journey as a person. Yeah. Japanese girls play the plausible deniability game. That's right. Which throws a lot of socially, culturally inept foreigners guys off. Yep. Just need to put in the reps learning to interpret their signals. Yeah, so the thing is, Japanese girls aren't inherently different than girls in the West, or, they're all women. They are all women. But depending on like the level of femininity of a girl, they're gonna play more games and communicate with more subcommunication, more subliminally they'll communicate. And like the more kind of straightforward and blunt and maybe like westernized or a little bit more, I don't want to say manly because that sounds like I'm putting it in a bad way, but maybe the girls you're kind of less interested in, who you don't find to be super feminine, they'll communicate a little bit more directly with you. But even in America, like the super feminine girls that you might see as a princess, and you're like, wow, well, there's only less than 1% of girls in America are like that these days. Even that girl in America exists, and she's going to communicate in a way that's generally a lot harder for you to interpret. And in Japan, that's kind of like the average because the girls are like super feminine here. And most guys, like, they have no idea how to get around that. I'd be down for hafu. Japanese and Colombian would be great. Full Japanese, I don't have the patience for it. Yeah, yeah, maybe that's the correct mindset, brother. A guy crashed my car from behind, and he only got 80% of the blame. Accidents in Japan suck. Yeah, what does that even mean? What is 80% of the blame? What does that mean? But yeah, I've heard a lot of similar stories. Like, I mean, of course, this could happen in the States as well, but I've heard like people getting in accidents or like someone got like hit. One of my friends was on their bike and they got hit by someone in a car, and they just like blamed the entire thing on like the foreign guy riding his bike, even though he totally was not at fault. It was not his fault at all, and the other person, is a native, speaks fluent Japanese. My friend is not a native, doesn't speak fluent Japanese, and the other person completely took advantage of it, and the police took their side. Now, of course, I know that's an anecdote, but you live here and you just hear like those stories over and over and over again. It's like, dude, yeah, I don't really want to live in a place like that. I'm from the Bronx. Our women ain't that feminine. Yeah, I believe it. Same thing in Chicago. Have you ever gone to a dojo to learn karate? No, never. Never done karate. No, I have not. Disciples of the Corn. Cool name, by the way. Dude goes, women will be feminine for the right man. Ooh, based. Based alert. That's right. It's like this girl that I work with. I spent the last summer I was visiting, and I was working in the States for a while. I was working at this restaurant, and there's this girl. She was like, I'm never gonna listen to a man. I will never stay at home for a man so he can work. And I will never do this. And she was just going off about how she hates men and all this stuff like that. And I remember just thinking in my head, like, all right, if who's like a super high value, like guy that everyone loves and super handsome, super cool, totally controls his own energy. I don't know, like Brad Pitt or something like that came out too. And he's gonna be like, hey, you're really cool. I want to make you my wife. Like, all you got to do is like stay at home with the kids, and like I'll make millions of dollars every year. Like, you're really gonna act like you ain't gonna stay at home? You ain't gonna listen to him? Come on, come on. It's just not the right man. You just haven't met the right man. Yo, what's up, James? Hope you're doing well, dog. Shout out ADRD2X, 2TX. Guys, gotta head to the gym in just a minute here. Gotta head to the gym in just a minute here, but I appreciate everyone tuning in. I head to the gym before class. I got a class today. I remember you saying you toured the U.S. with a band. What's the most underrated and overrated city? Yes, I worked with Belmont. There's a band called Belmont, Belmont. I used to, they're good friends of mine. I used to work with them, and I did do a tour with them. I haven't been to all the cities, but underrated and overrated city. I mean, at the time, this was 2017, so I assume it's different now because so many people have been there. It's probably changed a lot, but Austin, Texas was incredible. I loved Austin when I was there. We had so much fun in Austin. I thought Austin was like a dream. Like, I really loved Austin. I love Texas in general, but I loved Austin, Texas. It was really cool to be there. I know, like, it's gotten super popular since then, and I've heard the homeless problem has been an issue, so it might be different, but yeah. Austin was cool. Also, all around South Carolina, incredible place. Also, very chill, super underrated. South Carolina. Louisiana as well, all around Louisiana. I don't think I want to live there, but very fun. Very fun and underrated. Overrated. Honestly, I felt like the East Coast was overrated, man. Went around Philly, Pennsylvania. Yeah, Philly. We went to Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Like, ugh. I don't know. I thought those places were shitty and nasty. Austin's still great and the rent is not expensive. That's sick, dude. Like, if that's true, I'm trying to move there, man. I had a great time when I was in Austin. San Antonio. San Antonio sounds cool too. I enjoyed San Antonio. Yeah, bro. What's on your gym workout playlist for today? CrossFit, probably. Yeah, this dude knows what's up. My gym workout playlist for today. Actually, I made a couple new playlists and I've been listening to them. It's probably gonna be a lot of pop punk. Yeah, a lot of pop punk. That's. I'm feeling like the summer, the warm weather. I'm feeling like the good vibes. It's like, it's not this whiny pop punk, like this bitchy stuff. It's like good vibes, like skateboarding with your friends vibes. That's what I've been listening to lately. Florida is nice. Dude, I've never been to Florida. I would love to go to Florida. I would love to go to Florida, bro. I've always wanted to go to Florida. Lamb of God hits when working out. Yes, sir. I love me some Lamb of God. Now you've got something to die for. Can you share the playlist? I'm trying to get motivated here. Yeah, can I link it in the chat? Is that something I can do? Hold on. Yeah. As a YouTuber, what are your thoughts on these Japanese salaryman videos where they act poor and people give them ridiculous amounts of money? I haven't even seen those. I mean, I guess I've seen the thumbnails, so I don't really know. But the Japanese salaryman video, I don't know. It just seems really performative and goofy. If there's anything I've learned about Japan, it's that it's like the most performative country of all time. It's so performative here. And there's so many things that look like something on the surface, and then you realize it's just not like that in reality. So, I mean, just, I don't know, performative, not for me, but hey, whatever. Yeah. All right, I'm going to link this, yeah, I'll link this playlist here. Share. I think I can link it. Copy link to playlist. Yeah. Do those air cons work to combat Tokyo heat? Slightly. Depends on the power of your air conditioner and also the size of your room. For me, like, it works okay. It works good enough, but it's not the best, bro. I wish I had actual, like, legit air conditioning like I do in the States. Imagine being able to... Dude, shut your ass up. I met my girlfriend in Ireland, but now she's living and working in Japan. It's hard to imagine our long-term future. We've been together 3 years, though. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but, yeah. Hard. We've been together 3 years, though. Dang. Hey, man. Life changes, dude. All I can say is you're not the only one that's gone through that. I hope it works out for you, but if it doesn't, dude, life continues on. And I know that sounds like the most basic advice and for somebody who doesn't actually understand your situation, because I went through a similar thing where I was like totally destroyed after a breakup. Like, I thought nobody could understand my situation. I thought I had the worst breakup of all time. Anybody who told me I was going to get over it was an asshole. But really, yeah, life goes on, man. You have to make yourself stronger. You have to learn to move on from people. So obviously, I hope things work out. I hope things work out. I'm not wishing that you and your girl break up, of course, but dude, you're gonna be all right. All right, can I link this in the chat here? I don't know if it even works, but I don't know if you guys can click that. If you can't, anyways, there's the link to my playlist in the chat. Stoicism works. Yeah, I love Stoicism. Read the book Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. James loves Dixieland. A real Southerner can be made of him. I don't know what that is, but all right. If that girl randomly hit you up today, would you respond? What? The girl from the story? Hell no. She was nuts, bro. Like, no, bro. You don't need to respond to cute girls. You don't need to respond to crazy girls just because they're cute. There are millions of girls in the world who are both cute and not crazy. If that girl, thanks, homie. No, the girl from your bad breakup. Ah! No. Like, if she hit me up, like, to just, like, talk to me or something, like, no. I mean, if she, like, really needed something or whatever, I mean, yeah, we had, like, a chapter in our life where she was, she's a good person. So, I don't know if she really needed something, like, there's something I could help her with, okay, maybe. But, like, if she, like, actually wanted to see me, like, no. No, bro. I'm in a loving relationship now. Ever think about becoming a host? I literally got a message. I got an email one time, someone asking me if I wanted to be a host. They were like a manager of a host club or something like that, and they work at a host club where they wanted like a token foreigner to work there. I don't know how legit it was, but it seemed legit. I got an email about it, and no, I had to say no. I mean, I can't risk that. It's against my visa restrictions. I think back in the day when I didn't know anything about how host clubs operated, and two, it like if for some reason it was okay on my visa, I would have tried it. But now, like, I know, like, that's a really, really scummy part of the world. I don't want to be involved with hosts at all. Whoa, I just got 3 ads in a row on the YouTube app. This is getting out of hand. Yeah. Yeah, sorry for that, bro. I don't know anything about it. To destroy the touts, you got to become the tout. You must become the tout. Ever think about, anyways, guys? Yeah, sorry, I got to get to the gym. Time's running out. I also have a class soon, so thank you guys for checking in. Love to talk to the people. Thanks for checking in, y'all. Hope everyone has a good day. And go out and grab life by the balls today, guys. Don't be life's bitch. Make life your bitch. All right, guys. Peace out. Take care. Thank you guys for tuning in.